All right, let's go ahead and talk then a little bit about some resources online that we can use to create video content. I'm going to kind of make a differentiation here between creating video content and creating videos. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I think you're going to be hard pressed to find an online tool that will let you make good professional videos. Why? Because it's very difficult to have an online tool that is a real video editing program. They might exist, but I really haven't found one that is good, and I'll show you a couple of reasons why. So if I can't really make a complete video using an online video editor program, the reasons for that are they rarely, and I'm struggling to think of an example of one at any cost, that has multiple tracks. Almost all of them will let you stitch things together in a linear fashion on a single track and maybe have an audio track that goes with it. But if you think about it, at that point it becomes rather difficult to do any kind of meaningful editing or timing. In other words, what they give you is pretty much what you're going to get as far as, being able to create good usable videos. Now there are a couple of exceptions to that, and I'll cover those in a minute. So if making complete videos is difficult, then the thing that we will be very interested in is using some of these tools to create content that we can then bring into our Camtasia and create videos. Actually, here's an example of one. This was created using a program called PowToon, P-O-W-T-O-O-N, and it lets you do animated videos. I'll just kind of scrub through here. I used to use this like a lot. I let my subscription lapse because it costs like, I don't know, $300 a year, something like that. But what you'll notice here is that I used it to create the cool animation screens. Okay, this is just kind of dragging and dropping an image inside of a little player that the site gives you. And, it does all kinds of things, but I mixed it with like some screen capture. Okay, so I have this nice little demo thing. And then more content from PowToon for my call to action. And it's pretty cool. It works really well. So my basic take on most of these tools is that I like to use them to create content. Or sometimes you can almost think of them as scenes, right? Creating an entire video out of them is, like I say, not all that good necessarily. Short videos work better than longer videos. But PowToon is one that is a decent tool, and you can get it on special and stuff like that at periodic times, but it's an animation style kind of a thing. So you can use images and add stuff. It's not too bad. I kind of like it. As far as just creating simple content that we can use like as scenes, what you'll find out there are a lot of tools that let you do just that. So maybe an intro clip or an outro clip or title clips. So perhaps I'm, presenting on a topic and I want to put in a title clip, that introduces what I'm going to be talking about or that moves to the next topic. So I could have camera, video, camera, video, camera, video, and then just a title slide that breaks up. Remember I told you that a lot of times just pure talking head stuff is boring? I want to break that content up So I'll drop a title slide in, with some kind of cool animation, very short, but visually impactful. And it's called what's called a pattern interrupt, meaning that I'm sitting here watching this guy yak and yak, and Facebook Live and YouTube Live. I almost scroll past all of those when I see them in my feeds. You got to kind of pull them off really well. Otherwise, it's just somebody yakking and yammering. And yeah, the content might be great and stuff, but inherently, without breaking it up visually somehow, it's going to, by necessity of our hardwired brains, get boring pretty quick. So we want to bust it up and stuff like that. So little clips and things like that we can use. One, in its most basic form, happens to be from one of our favorite tools called PresenterMedia. So I'll put that link in the chat box. And with PresenterMedia, we can, of course, get all kinds of templates and animations and stuff, but they also have video backgrounds with custom text. This is like a basic form of some of these tools, in that what I can do is, you'll kind of notice here it says customize this design. So I can like edit text here, and it will spit this out with all the video animation as a video clip. So, maybe that makes a good, oh, here's one. In fact, I'm going to click on this. We'll go take a look at it. Okay, so this is an intro. Or, remember that title slide. So this could be tip number 1, or, something like that. But the secret sauce to these tools is that it just makes it stupid easy to like change stuff. And if I went through the exercise here, it would give me a video clip that I could then download and use as its intended purpose, a little title screen. Okay, so there's lots of tools like this out there. So for short things like titles and stuff like that, PresenterMedia, actually, I know a lot of folks here have a PresenterMedia subscription. It's like $50 a year for just tons and tons of stuff. So this is like a very basic way to get customized content online. Let me see here. I'm just going to kind of flip through a few more that I have, and we'll make a few more points. Another one that I kind of like is called DropMock. And this has gone through several kind of iterations. For those that don't know, a mock-up is like started off as like images. I'll just click here. So a mock-up is like an image that you can add your stuff to. And like I say, it's called a mock-up, or a mashup sometimes, I guess it's called. So these started coming out, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And it makes it really easy to just drop an image into this picture, and it will customize it for you. So that in and of itself isn't rocket science if you have like Photoshop or something like that. These tools make it really easy. You don't have to do Photoshop, you don't have to do anything. See, it says drop image. That is literally all you do, is you drop an image with the specified dimensions, or it'll crop it for you. You can crop it out yourself. And so you could create all these really nice graphics. Well, a year or so ago, they then gave us the ability to create video clips. And let me see here. I'll just go ahead and click this one. Right, so you can modify a lot of different aspects here. You can modify these text fields, and you could also put your own video clip in the background. And in essence, we're kind of mixing stock video footage with customizable content. So that's kind of cool. And that's one of the other things that is becoming more and more kind of prevalent. It's a nice option because they're super easy to do. But again, if we think about it, maybe I could string 2 or 3 of these kinds of things together, and kick them out as videos and then combine them in Camtasia. But again, I would use them as like scenes or even B-roll, stuff like that as part of a more comprehensive video with an overall better message. But as far as video content goes, I can certainly come up with lots of clips and stuff like that that otherwise would be just wicked difficult to create, right? So this is called DropMock, and they now have a thing called DropMock Suite, which includes both DropMock Image and DropMock Video. You can create scenes by putting various ones that you've configured together, and next I think it's June 29th, they're also adding a new element to this called pitch. And I want to touch on this just a little bit. So I like the DropMock Suite. There are hundreds and hundreds of these things that you can use and customize, both images and video. But remember I said that to create longer content videos with tools like this is just difficult? I'll tell you what is easy is to create a 15-second to 30-second video ad, right? I love the power of video ads. And on Facebook, for example, there are statistics that show if you do video ads, 15 seconds is the sweet spot. Why? Because a 15-second video will get more completed views. And Facebook is weird, the way they count views anyway. If somebody's scrolling down their feed and they happen to watch your video for 3 seconds, they count that as a view. Well, it's kind of lame, but they do keep track of completions. So having a very short video ad has some advantageous juice to it. So that being the case, this is now kind of being realized, and the same is true with YouTube ads. We want those to be less than a certain amount of time, short ads. So creating ads is kind of tough, really, I find. Just because, oh gosh, I gotta, find the content, and I have to be very creative, right? I want to be creative in the ad so it's eye-catching and, all that good stuff. But what we're going to start to see here more and more are these kinds of video tools that will create video ads for us. So in a case like this, and this is called Pitch, and I think, like I say, it's going to be added to DropMock or offered to DropMock in your DropMock account next week or something like that. So it's very short, very simple videos, mostly just stock footage and text. I'll kind of be talking about this a little bit more in the next few days and whatnot. But I just wanted to bring up the fact that as far as online tools go, video creation tools, I think I'm probably going to make a ton of use out of using really any of these tools to do video ads, just because they have the creative stuff. Even something like from PresenterMedia, they have the creatives kind of already covered, and I can just kind of add a good marketing message and make them effective, right? Viddyoze is another tool that I use quite a bit. This is my Viddyoze account. I have 90 videos that I've created and use. Let's go to the create button for a second. So here, this is mostly for intros, outros, and then they also have things that certainly can be used for title clips and and all of the good pattern interrupt stuff that we kind of talked about. They have transitions and social video clips. I'll show you one of my favorites here is for my YouTube channel. Gosh, these are all new. I haven't even seen these. They have an outro here that encourages someone to subscribe, and it's video footage. There it goes. Click the like button, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Well, it's stupid easy to modify, and just do a screen grab of your channel, and it'll put it right in the video. I love that thing. It's got music and effects to it, a little jingle and the effects, sound effects rather. So tools like this are pretty handy for, again, creating those kinds of content. Next week, Viddyoze will be adding another new service called Live. And I'm going to bring this up because, again, what we're kind of seeing is things have gone from being able to easily mock up and edit images to adding stuff to video clips. And now this particular newer technology is progressing even more. So what this will do is it will take live footage with actors, and they're going to have like 100 templates, and it will let you like put your logo or an image, and it will render it right into the video. Let me click on this one, and I'll just kind of let that load. So let's think about that a second. As we've seen, adding text and stuff like this title on top of a video clip is no big deal. But check this part here out. Like I say, this is a logo or branding that is moving in real time with the video and rendered right into the final result. So that is some pretty hairy stuff. So I guess the punchline here would be you can kind of get these kinds of effects and stuff. In fact, on the Facebook group, I just posted a quick sample, and these are just using images, and of course I'm using Maggie the Wonder Dog. So if you check out the post here on the Facebook group, this is like my first test. I just got review access to help the guys squash any final bugs and stuff like that, and to kind of test it out. So that's going to be kind of fun. So that's video stuff. Let me see here. Yeah, a couple folks mentioned they really like Viddyoze. Selwyn says it's pretty good. Yeah, I like Viddyoze. I use it quite a bit. And I'm still checking out what the launch stuff is going to be for Viddyoze Live, but I'm pretty sure that what they'll be doing is also including a way to join what's called their template club, and you can see all the templates that are here. After that, I think they're moving to a per render model. So in this, it costs like $37 a month, and they add 10 to 20 new templates every month. So if you do a lot of video stuff, something like that is a pretty good deal. I get all of them like all the time because I'm in this club. But after this launch, I think they're moving to what's called a marketplace, which brings up kind of one of the next aspects of these kinds of services online. So this is a subscription based, okay, and then some of them are you pay for each video that you produce in general. So getting hundreds of templates for a monthly fee for me is a lot better than paying $20 per video. But if you don't do that many videos or need that many options and stuff, then this per video model can certainly be like a good option, right? So let's take a look at another one. This one's called Shaker, and I'll just put this in the chat box. Shaker is one that lets you create. Again, I'm going to be using it for video ads and stuff because they have some pretty good designs. Remember, I talked about my biggest stumbling block here is the creativity part of it. Can I make a good creative video? Yeah, but it's kind of a lot of work. And what if you suck at design? You know, then it really gets ugly because now your video ad that you're going to be paying to show to people could, that's not that good. You know, and when it comes to advertising, you really want something that is pro level. You know, otherwise you just kind of come off looking like an amateur. Well, something like this is certainly a way to go about that. What I like about Shaker is that when you go to, well, here's a new one. Well, let's look at Facebook ad designs. Okay, so you notice these are short, very short. And one of the things I like about Shaker, like I mentioned, let's look at this one, that a lot of other sites don't do is they tell you what you need. You know, and a lot of these template sites and stuff like that, you know, you have to add content. You have to add images or text or whatever. Well, this tells you what you need, and they give you different variations. So I could have one that is images only, or, that's a bad example. A lot of them will let you mix images and your own video clips, right? That kind of thing. So I really kind of like that. The problem I have with a lot of these one-off kinds of deals is that they're sometimes, let's see here, they're stupid expensive. So for example, you can make 60 videos, and I think this is, 60 videos per year for $79 a month, but you got to pay it all up front, you know. And I think that they do have a way to just like do it per video and stuff, but I think that they've changed their plan. The last time I checked this, it was like $60 to download a finished video. By the way, you can go here and create an account. You can create as many videos as you want, play with it, and then like if you create one that you do want, then you can pay for it and download. I actually picked up kind of a deal on AppSumo, so I got like 20 credits on an AppSumo deal for, I think it was $49. So, you know, a couple bucks of it. I'll pay a couple bucks a video. You know, so I'll use that deal to make me 20 video ads, right? Oh, and by the way, I can make as many as I want and then pick the 20 best. You know, screw around with it and learn it and all that good stuff. Create as many videos as I want, and then just pick the ones I want to actually use my credits on. So that's kind of one of the ways that those things work. And then to kind of wrap up here, I'll just here's the Viddyoze pre-launch videos. I'd recommend checking those out. The guys do a really good job. We're seeing lots more of these kinds of things out there. Here's one called RawShorts that again does animated kinds of things. I haven't tried this yet. I just created an account, but it looks like they have lots of templates and stuff like that for all different kinds of markets and purposes. So I will be checking this out. But now I'm curious. Let's go to pricing. Okay, so build, edit, share, that kind of thing. Looks like they'll have a watermark on it, but you can upload to YouTube, but it's kind of low res. So in general, they'll have different plans like this. So at a minimum, I want 720p. Okay, and yeah, I'd like to remove the watermark. So what's that going to run me? 20 bucks per export. Now that's not too bad, right? I would pay 20 bucks in a heartbeat for a good video ad. Why? Because, well, if I can't make 20 bucks in profit running an ad, then yeah, I'm doing it wrong. So $20 in addition to my ad spend. I'll want to kind of think about it, pick a good template, and make my content compelling. Looks like these are mostly like little explainer videos. Again, I haven't really dug into this one yet. And then let me see, what else do we have here? Like I mentioned, a lot of new ones coming out. So this one is one that I just got an email on the other day. It's called Wave. So I'll be playing with this one. I guess the bottom line there is the thing is, there are going to be so many options, and oh gosh, what do I get? What do I do? And I think given that a lot of these will let you play with them and experiment with them pretty much for free. You create an account, you play around with them, and I think over time, a few of them will kind of rise to the top. When I say rise to the top, I mean in my mind for my purposes. And you could do the same thing. So, if you look at some stuff and immediately have ideas for using whatever kind of content an online tool gives you or allows you to create, then you'll start thinking about, I like that shaker thing, but here's a couple of others, and I'll see which ones best suit my needs and things like that. So I hope that was kind of useful. So any questions before we wrap it up here? Is that kind of handy? These are ones that I actually use and like. So, well, if there's no further questions, I'll let everybody go, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you later.